Australia appoints minister for changing men's behavior. This is actually happening around us. It's insane that I'm discussing this, but it was coming. It is coming to the United States. Keep in mind, men are being arrested now for playing video games. The three-letter alphabet law enforcement agencies are currently actively monitoring the manosphere. They're collecting information. MGTOW, the men going their own way. It has been banned on YouTube. You can't even use it in the title of a video, or it'll automatically face serious repercussions from YouTube. They don't even want you to discuss it on YouTube. So it's very, very serious and it's severe. And it's interesting because I hear these same guys that are like, you can never censor us, you cannot stop us. And it's absolutely foolish what they're doing, because you are being censored, you are being stopped. You're acting like lunatics. You have to learn, like many of y'all, you hear what I do. I speak in code. I'm very careful with my words, but I do what I can to get my message across. And I mean, we're in Soviet Russia. We're in Soviet Russia. You have to be very careful the things that you say. You know, there are people always listening. So you have to know how to convey your messages and how to get what you mean across. And it's insane because they're saying these things, but guess what? You know, the men going their own way Reddit was banned years ago. And every time someone tries to create a new one, they just ban that as well. They banned the INCEL Reddit, and then they banned the MGTOW Reddit. These things are gone. They don't exist anymore. And this is the reality of it. All the former MGTOW channels, they're gone now. They've removed, the acronym, and they actively don't even say the word because they are afraid to say the word. They don't put it in their titles. They cannot use it in their names. And it's like so stupid because these men are like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Dude, you guys are silenced. You can never silence us. You've been silenced. So you look at Australia right now, and Australia just created a government position to check in on men. I'm actually looking at this one on the Mary Sue, the article on the Mary Sue. This is insanely wild. So the first ever parliamentary secretary for men's behavior change has been appointed in Australia as the country takes steps to address the rising issues in the country and create safer environments for women and children. So basically, they're saying men are a danger in society in Australia, and they need to be controlled. So there's a new minister that will police the behavior of men in the country. And there'll be different ways that they will go about this, including censoring social media and the kinds of content that men have access to. This ranges everything from video games, the things that men are able to watch online, to surveilling men. So basically surveilling, online chats and through video games, like what they're doing in the US, surveilling the videos that men are watching online, which they're actually doing in the US as well. They're surveilling the videos that we watch, the things that we search for, surveilling, putting men under regular and constant surveillance, and using every tool available to them to censor things such as InfoWars, the Tates, and any type of content that young men deviate to, that ultimately tells them that they should walk away. So not only are they trying to censor this content, but they're also trying to get men to re-engage into relationships with women again, but on the terms of the state and women. It's kind of crazy. So they're pushing as hard as they can to push further indoctrination and submission of men and boys to the state, obedient slaves. It's crazy. Victoria Premier Jacinta Allen established a new position to make gender-based issues a government responsibility and push for change amid a national crisis. This is a national crisis. Australia is one of many nations grappling with rapidly raising issues that affect women. From 2021 to 2022, to 2022 to 2023, the country experienced a nearly 30% rise in the rates of women who were being controlled, alt deleted by their partners. Of course, they don't talk about the increase in the rates of men being deleted by their partners. They don't care. And statistically, men are more likely to be control alt deleted by their partners than women are, but they don't care. According to the Counting Women Project, the country recorded 31 gender-based control alt deletions when it came to women in just the first 5 months of 2024. There have also been several cases of gender-based issues in the country that garnered international coverage, including the mass deletion at Bonnie Junction, in which a man appeared to be specifically control alt deleting and focusing their attention towards women. Of the attackers, of the assailants, um, unfortunate people involved, 5 of those individuals were women. So the issues against women has been rising so severely that Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese spoke out about it, highlighting the sobering statistics. But guys, again, these issues, it's affecting men as well. Of course, they don't care. And the crazy thing is how people are responding to this. So, what is Australia's new men's behavior and change secretary? Recently, Alan released a statement revealing she had appointed Tim Richardson to become Australia's first parliamentary secretary for men's behavior change. Richardson's political career began in 2014 when he was elected to Parliament. In addition to his new position, he will continue to serve as a parliamentary secretary for mental health and self-control, alt deletion prevention, a position he's held since 2022. So according to Alan Richardson, the position's main focus will be examining how social media influences men and boys' attitudes towards women and how it can be used to help build respectful relationships between men and women. On X, Richardson noted that his position was not easy work, but emphasized that the country cannot waste another moment in taking action against the situation that's happening in Australia. He also reiterated that changes start with us men and boys. The ultimate goal of the new position is to make Victoria, Australia, a safe place for women and children. So, given the newness of the role, it remains to be seen what its duties will look like and how effective they will be. Yeah, but this is all about influencing change of men's behavior. There are some concerns with the role as many influences outside of social media impact men's behavior, and it's unclear if just one individual can manage the enormous goal of this position. So they're looking to expand the role possibly in the future. However, its mere existence is a symbol of hope that change is possible, and that there are at least some individuals in positions of power willing to acknowledge the government's responsibility in fighting for women and the need for change to start with men. Unfortunately, the announcement of the position has sparked countless disgusting responses on social media. Internet trolls have been relentlessly harassing Richardson since his announcement, sending him various control alt deletion warnings and mocking it, and saying shaming things to his family. He has shown incredible poise in patiently explaining that to those individuals who clearly have issues regarding women, that it shouldn't be hard to understand why a country would want to take action related to this situation. So this is pretty hilarious. And of course, this is 100% Orwellian. But when you look at the comments on the video, right? So here's some of the not the video on the video. If you look at some of the comments on this article, Dr. Schlock says this feels like something right out of a dystopian sci-fi novel, yet it isn't. We need more programs like this. So they acknowledge that this feels absolutely dystopian, but then goes on to say that it isn't dystopian and we need more programs like this to indoctrinate men and boys and control their behavior and thoughts. This is brainwashing. It's brainwashing. Bob says, good luck to them, though how you clean out the cesspit that is social media, I don't know. So obviously they want to ban Twitter or X. Okay, they want to ban X. They want to control what men are watching. They're going to try to control video games. And the thing is, this is why men are going back to old school video games and will start pirating very soon. I mean, they're already doing it. Men are already beginning to pirate like crazy. pirate games. Pirate games. You know, this is why men are walking away from society and relationships in Western society. This is why men are essentially done with it. You know, and they don't. And men are just basically isolating at home. Men are ghosting in society. Men are done and tired. They think that you can just keep treating guys. They completely ignore how men are treated in society, and women are more safer now than ever before. And yet they keep on saying that women are in more trouble than ever before because they continue to push division between the genders. If you want to destroy a country, destroy the men, get rid of the men. And if you want to destroy the men, you don't use the women to destroy the men. That's all that they're doing right now. And in the name of protecting women, just like if they want to control society, that say, oh well, this is a public health emergency. The issues with firearm safety is a public health emergency. Okay, so we're doing it in the name of public health. You see how they do these things, guys? By the way, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, you want even more of it, consider checking out the Men Walking Away channel, where I release daily videos. There's a link to the channel description of the video. Go check it out, subscribe to the channel, enjoy the content. What do you guys think regarding this? Australia has appointed a minister for changing men's behavior. Insane. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, Men Walking Away. And cheers.